Hey, Tom, is that a Nirvana shirt you're wearing?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, nice. Well, we'll talk music in a little bit, but good day for you, aside from having to talk to press.
Oh, yeah, yeah, it's fine. Terrific.
Cool.
How about yourself?
Oh, no complaints here. It's a little windy here in New York, but what can you do? The Packer fans sign behind you. You're a Packers fan?
Packers fan also.
Oh, wow. I thought you were a Detroit guy, so I thought you would be a Lions fan.
Well, you can't cheer for the Lions. It's not possible. You just can't. I've tried. I can't do it. I can't.
Right on.
Scott Mitchell's all you have to look at quarterback for 30 years. It's not, you know.
Barry Sanders was great, but that's it. So
that's it.
So Barbie Rehab is the project that we were connected to speak about. When did you film it? Any memories on when that was? Because it was COVID era, right?
It was right before COVID.
Right before COVID.
Right before COVID. It was like almost 3 years ago now. It was a lot of fun. It's it's hard to describe. It's a real silly, tongue-in-cheek kind of train wreck, and you just got to watch it to see what's fun about it.
Yeah, a lot of familiar faces in there, yourself included. Was it a traditional casting thing, or did they just went, "Hey, Tom's the guy for that"?
It was just hey, Tom's the guy for that. Yeah.
And you played Dr. Tom in that. And being how prolific you've been for decades now, not the first time you played a doctor, but one of the few times.
Yeah. I haven't played many doctors actually. I think it might be I don't know. I can't think of any other time I played a doctor. I played a lot of cops.
A lot of cops, a lot of people evading the cops.
A lot of people evading the cops, yeah.
When you have to play a role like a doctor, do you do any kind of research related to that?
Well, not for this. I didn't do any work related. But if I had to play a surgeon or something, yeah, I would do. This is more of a counselor than a doctor. I'm not really a doctor. Well, I'm an expert on sugar addiction, I guess, in the show.
Yeah, it's a funny show. It looks like it was improvised largely.
It has that vibe to it, but believe it or not, it wasn't really improvised. Although some of it was, but it does have that vibe to it. It does.
Are you comfortable at this phase in your career of improvising as much needed on a set?
I'm a good improviser. I mean, I don't have a problem doing it, but as long as it's feeding. I can improvise when I have a decent scene, and as long as the improvising is serving the scene somehow, and I don't like getting too far afield of what we're trying to do here. So I like that phone call. Yeah.
Well, absolutely intriguing to me is when you go to somebody's IMDb page, you look and say, "Hey, what's coming up?" And Barbie Rehab is like 20 projects to go for you. I see Veil of Justice, Father's Day, The Italy Boys, Used Mercs, etc.
You know what happens with a lot of those things didn't happen. That these filmmakers put them on there, and believe it or not, I would say 60% of those things never happened.
But
Really?
if I can read between the lines here, they're saying Academy Award nominee. If we put Tom's name on here, it's going to get made.
Right. That's what they're hoping. Yeah, exactly.
But are you the kind of person who could film multiple projects at a time and not feel lost?
Yep. Not multiple. I could do two. I think two. Not more than two. I've done two. I've done two movies at the same time, but I wouldn't want to do more than that.
So with that said, being that you work so much, do you not memorize the scenes until right before you do them because they're so likely to change and there's so many different projects?
I've always done it like that. I just read the script. I read the script a lot and read my stuff a lot. So when it comes time to learn them, it's not. I don't do this kind of thing. I just know them kind of organically from doing it often, reading it often. So and I'll commit it to memory the day before.
Cool. So as we talked about at the top, Detroit guy wearing a Nirvana shirt, but Detroit is one of the music capitals of the world, not just because of Motown, but you think of Alice Cooper or the MC5, Ted Nugent, etc. Big music guy, or you just like the Nirvana shirt?
Huh?
Are you a big music fan in general?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
And being that you came from Detroit, such a great musical city, were you able to see the Stooges live?
I saw the Stooges live several times in the 70s. I was a teenager. It was almost like a job, a great job I had when I was a teenager, seeing the Stooges. I saw them all the time. That was a big part of my youth, the Stooges. The music scene in Detroit was awesome when I was a teenager. It's still good now, but it's not like it was. I mean, music's not like it was either. So.
But WRIF was a big part of your life as
Yes, WRIF 101 FM coming at you, baby.
So anytime I get to interview Ted Nugent, I like to ask him, let's put aside the politics, but what do you remember about blank? And that man remembers everything. And the same thing goes with Mark Farner. The Detroit music scene, I think, gave more.
Mark Farner, no one knows who Mark Farner is but you and me. Mark Farner was the lead singer in Grand Funk Railroad, man. And he was terrific. What's he doing these days?
He's got his own version of Grand Funk that kind of competes against the other Grand Funk.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so one guy's there, two guys are there.
Oh, I see. Oh, I like that band. Yeah.
And then Bob Seger and Kid Rock and Eminem. I mean, is there a better music city than Detroit?
Maybe not. Seattle. Maybe Seattle. I mean, Seattle was better, but Seattle had that explosion in the 90s. Those were great bands. Like five, seven really terrific bands.
For sure. So
Yeah.
I take it you are a big music guy.
Yeah. I'm a big Nirvana fan. But I like Pearl Jam. I like, I dug those bands a lot.
There you go. Any other hobbies besides music and work?
I don't know if it's a hobby. I like to read a lot. I read a lot. Not really. I got 2 kids. Oh yeah, I guess I'm a sports fanatic. I'm always, I still follow the football with my kids, and I'm a big football fan. I'm a big basketball fan. Big baseball fan. Baseball's not like what it used to be. It's just not. It's just they changed the game so much with these analytics. These pitchers never go 9 innings. It's weird, but I still dig it though.
You can strike out on a foul tip. There's instant replay. The game keeps changing.
It's changed. The game has changed. Yeah.
Changed. Well, to recap what I've learned here, Barbie Rehab sounds like it was a lot of fun to make. There's a lot of other projects for you, but don't go to the IMDb page to learn what those are.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Music fan, big reader, Detroit pride, except for the NFL. And
how can you cheer for them? They're so bad. They're just bad, man. You got Jared Goff at quarterback, and he's incompetent.
Yeah, what can you do? Well, the last question I have for you is, do you have a TV recommendation you could pass along to someone who needs a new show to start? Like, what are you watching, if anything?
The Kevin Costner, what's the name of the show? I'm blanking.
Yellowstone?
Yellowstone, yeah. It's the best show on television. Yeah.
Wow.
It's my favorite show. There's some other shows I've been told I should see, but I love that show.
So not a lot of dumb comedy for you. You like good dramatic scripts?
Oh, if there was something funny out there that was really funny, like Seinfeld or something, or All in the Family, or I'd be on it. I did comedy too.
Sure. Well, hey, thank you so much for your time, and looking forward to whatever is coming next from you soon.
Okay, thank you very much.
Paltrocast.